And not only the countries or sovereign government policies, more importantly, industries and people should adopt the policies of sustainable developmental goals to realize them by 2030, making this world livable and equitable and also sustainable. Livable in the sense that they are away from poverty, overcome the poverty, nutrition problems, and they get employment opportunities. They overcome the nutritional issues, employment opportunity. There is a equity in gender, health, supply of water, green energy, etc. And the industries also do the business on the principles of sustainable practices, sustainable development, using the concept called the circular economy, reduce the wastages and utilize the resources, even waste turned into resource likewise. So this is the triple bottom line framework that evaluates the progress through three interconnected pillars: economic prosperity, social equity, and environmental stewardship. And this goal, that is triple bottom line framework, tries to achieve sustainable outcomes required by the policy in all the sectors and for all the people and for all the world population. Further, there are economic theories. They also support sustainable developmental goals. I have already mentioned in my lecture. More importantly, there are new developments that I would like to highlight. Of course, I have mentioned earlier welfare economics that uses the tools called human health or human developmental indicators, happiness, equity, and environmental care rather than GDP alone. There is a doughnut economics, sets a safe and just planet for humanity, balancing both social and ecological needs. And this work has been book has been published by Kate Raworth. So there are the book describes 7 ways to think how to achieve these goals. So there is also circular economy approach principle that keep resources in use through reuse, repair, recycle, and regeneration and minimizing the waste. And inclusive growth ensures economic expansion benefits for all segments of the society while following low carbon sustainable pathways. Of course, ecological economic recognizes that economic activity depends on finite natural system requiring policies that respect planet boundaries. So in this way, there are economic theories and models that support the sustainable developmental goals. Based on that, policies and practices have been formulated. What are the implementation framework? What are the institutional mechanisms that are required for realizing sustainable developmental goals by 2030? So each nation or signatory countries needs to establish a national SDG council or commission to guide policy alignment, to monitor the progress and ensure accountability at the highest level of government. So that is very much required. There should be SDG Council or Commission. A nodal agency should be there at the national and the state level. There should be cross-ministerial coordination mechanism to integrate SDG targets into sectoral plans, prevent policy conflicts, and leverage synergies across various ministries or departments. So there is a ministerial coordination is required. So earlier, each department is working in silos in their own vertical way, but this requires horizontal coordination. That is, all the departments should come together to achieve all these 17 goals, and that should help other departments to achieve them. And more the budget for the achievement of these goals, participatory budgeting process that engage citizens, civil society, and local communities in setting spending priorities aligned with sustainable development goals. And there is always a decentralized governance structure that empowers regional and local authorities to adapt SDG strategies to local needs and context. And also institutionalized partnership between government, private sector, academia, and NGO to create and implement SDGs initiative. So this is the implementation framework and institutional mechanism that required for the achieving SDG goals by 2030. There are also investment policy framework for sustainable development. You can look at the investment policy framework for sustainable development by the UNCTAD. So that provides various framework for investment and sustainable development and principles, guidelines, and policy options to align investment flows within the country and outside the country to developmental to provide a clear pathways for achieving sustainable development. So this report also promotes responsible, inclusive, and environmentally sustainable investment by balancing investor protection with host countries' right to regulate in the public interest. There are good number of countries they invest on achieving sustainable developmental goals. And class by class integration ensures sustainability is embedded in investment agreements covering areas such as environmental safeguards, labor rights, technology transfer, and corporate social responsibility. So the framework also encourages incorporating performance requirement that promote local value addition, skill development, and sustainable supply chains. So in this way, this report provides a framework for the investment policy by the governments and also encourage the foreign direct or other multilateral agencies investment, even NGOs, etc. What are the key challenges even today is that there is a growing financial gap for achieving sustainable developmental goals. It is estimated that around $4 trillion per year required for substantial mobilization for both public and private capital to finance the sustainable development. 4 trillion per year. It is not easy. For example, if you take India's GDP, it is 3.8 billion. So it is a huge amount required to achieve the sustainable developmental goals. So sometimes these industries undermine the credibility. They say that they are following the corporate social responsibility led investment for environmental protection, water conservation, housing, and many other programs. But they outer look, they say that they are doing all these things, but in reality, they are not doing any investment. So this is greenwashing undermines credibility as some actors overstate or misrepresent their sustainability efforts to attract investment or public approval. Some companies they call themselves green, but they are not actually green because they portray or exhibit their outer to the outer world that they are basically sustainable or green, but they are not green in fact. So there is always policy trade-off I discussed often arise, such as balancing rapid economic growth with environmental protection or industrial expansion with social equity. So recently, you know that there are loggerheads between economic development and environmental conservation. So some of the decisions have been made without the approval of the environmental ministry or taking without carrying out environmental impact assessment. So there is a weak institutional capacity to monitor the SDGs, and governance gaps can hinder effective SDG integration and monitoring. And most importantly, I am going to discuss these data limitations and inconsistent reporting frameworks reduce the accuracy of progress tracking and decision making in SDGs. So these are the some of the key challenges to achieve SDGs goals. First is lack of investment. Then poor people, then some industries they portray themselves as green, but they are not actually green. That is greenwashing is taking place. There is always trade-off between economic development and environmental protection, and there is always the institutions are not well equipped in terms of capacity, in terms of finance, in terms of policy implementation. So there are also data limitations for reporting the frameworks and reporting the frameworks to reduce the accuracy of progress and decision making. If you look at the latest 2025 United Nations report on sustainable developmental goals, you can find some very, very disturbing data. Look at the first left side figure. Overall progress across target based on 2015 to 25, that is one decade of global aggregate data you can take. So 18% only out of 100, 18% goals are on track or they are going to achieve the target. It means that out of 17, some of the goals may be on track, but that too achievement is extend to 18%. So other moderate progress 17%, marginal progress 31%, stagnation 17%, regression, no growth, actually it is regression 18%. So this clearly gives an idea that these sustainable developmental goals cannot be achieved by the next 5 years by 2030 by almost several developing, underdeveloped, or less developed countries. Look at the each goal, progress assessment for 17 goals based on assessed targets by global percentage, goal percentage. Goal 1, no, this goal is not on the track. So moderate progress is there, then marginal progress is there, then stagnation is there, even regression is there. So no even moderate progress, marginal progress, stagnation and regression. In case of goal 1, no poverty. If it take goal 2, that is goal 2 is zero hunger. There is some progress target on track, but moderate progress is high and stagnation is also there, and most regression is taking place. Why regression? Because of natural disasters, because of other policy side effects, pollution maybe, and crop failure, and loss of employment. And there are several risks, inflation, for example, that creates more malnutrition among the children, among the women, among the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in India. Whereas in case of South Africa, there are many children who are undernourished, especially in some of the countries like Uganda and other countries. So likewise. Next, if you take goal 3, that's progress is also very less. The goal 3 is good health and well-being. And goal 4, quality of education. And goal 5, gender equality, where there are some progress in terms of gender equality. So the good efforts have been made, and the women participation in job market, and there is going to be gender equality in terms of education, health, access to resources, etc. Goal 6 is also reachable. That is clean water and sanitation is also good. So goal 1 is also there, but moderate progress, but not on track target. Oh, sorry, this goal 5 and 6 are also not on track. They are moderate progress and marginal progress. Even stagnation is there except goal 5, that is gender equality. So whereas goal 7, that is affordable and clean energy efforts, especially the solar energy, renewable energy, the world is moving in that direction. And goal 8 is decent work and economic growth. It is progressing, but not, but regression is also very high. Whereas in case of goal 9, the achievement is good industry, innovation, and infrastructure. But there are all challenges. Uh, Goal 10, reduced inequalities. It is growing, but regression is very high. Inequalities are increasing. And goal 11 and 12 are, and even 13, 11, sustainable cities and communities, responsive consumption and production, and climate action. Somehow the policies are working very well. Whereas goal 14, 15, this is life below water, life on land. They are progressing, but challenges are remaining. And whereas in case of goal 16, and there is no much improvement. That is peace, justice, and strong institution. You might have seen the recent war between Israel and Palestine and Iran, and the war going on even between Russia and Ukraine. There are lots of uncertainties because of the global leaders, including America, is taking a bizarre type of policy decisions, including threatening countries to impose tariffs, etc. And partnership for goals is also is not a very serious is there, but they're showing target is going to be achieved soon. So this is a mixed report where the 18% progress is there, remaining 82% is doubtful. So this is how the status of the SDG report 2025. If you take 2024 report, that also gives some idea about whether the goals are being achieved or are stagnant. See, no poverty is stagnant, zero hunger is stagnating, good health is somehow improving, quality education is stagnating, gender equality is improving, clean and sanitation is stagnating, and affordable clean energy is improving, decent work and economic growth is stagnating, and industry innovation and infrastructure is improving, and this reduced inequalities data is not available, and sustainable cities and communities stagnating, responsible consumption and production is stagnating, climate action is also stagnating, and life below water is stagnating. 15, life on land is stagnating, peace, justice, and strong institution is stagnating, and partnership for the goals is also stagnating. So there is a stark difference between the 2025 report and 2024 report. So 2025 report gives some idea that some goals are on the target, but the 2024 report, except one, two, three, four, all are stagnating, except these four, all are stagnating. So if you take the rank of the country and score out of 100, and Finland is highest with the highest score of 86.4, followed by Sweden, Denmark, Germany. These are all European countries. France, Australia, Norway, Croatia, United Kingdom, Poland, and all these countries which are in Europe, they are doing very well, including Switzerland, Italy, etc. So if you come to other countries, China, which is having 68 rank with the score of out of 170.9. Whereas India is concerned, where is India? India is always, where is India? I want to check.
One not nine, sir.
109? 109 with
109, sir.
109 rank with 64 score out of 100. So it is not well within the target achievable as per this report, because I can give more here. If you take India, no poverty. Recently, even World Bank has appreciated that inequality in India is reducing, even though that income data is not there. Based on the consumption data, they somehow worked out, and they are saying in India is reducing the poverty levels. So, but poverty in terms of multidimensional, which is very high, it is even 48% as per the Oxford report. Let us see India, how it will make. I will come to India in a separate report. So here, if you look at the India is relatively better in poverty, and stagnating in zero hunger, improving in good health, and quality education is improving, and gender is also moderately increasing, and clean water is moderately increasing, affordable energy is moderately increasing, decent work, everything is moderately increasing except this reduced inequality is stagnating, and even sustainable cities and communities is regressive, decreasing actually, decreasing, and climate action also decreasing, others are stagnating. So this is a mixed performance by the Indian government, whereas other countries somehow they are doing well. So look at India in 2024, country ranking was 109 with score of 64, and it needs to achieve more. So if you take Environmental Performance Index of 2022, India's rank is very, very less. It is the 180 country out of 180. Its score out of 100 is 18. So it means that the environmental degradation is very high in India. Environmental pollution is high. All water bodies have been polluted, including surface, groundwater, ocean water, everything is polluted. And the atmosphere is polluted. The air in cities is not um, uh, within the standards of WHO stipulation, including suspended particulate and matter, and also respiratory suspended particulate matter, etc. So this EPA indicates that economic development has compromised the environmental quality. So come to SDG in India 2023-24 report by the Niti Aayog, how it is achieving the sustainable developmental goals. Goal-wise key programs, initiatives by the government of India. These are all the programs initiated long back, but they are tracking these programs to each goal. For example, earlier we implemented Mahatma Gandhi Natural Employment Guarantee Scheme. So this is considered as no poverty program. That is reducing the poverty program, Mahatma Gandhi program. There is also, Mahatma Gandhi Narega program. Then Deen Dayal Antodaya Yojana, that is National Rural Livelihood Mission. That is also comes under no poverty, that is goal 1. Then Deen Dayal Antodaya Yojana, National Urban Livelihood Mission, that is rural and urban. Then Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, you know that Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is used as a tool or instrument for direct benefit transfer to the beneficiaries. So that is also one of the program considered for reducing the poverty. Then Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Beam Yojana. This is also considered. Jeevan Jyoti means this electricity maybe. PM Awas Yojana, then Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, PM Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, National Assistant Program, Atal Pension Yojana. These are the some of the programs. They are considered under the goal number 1 to achieve the or reduce the poverty. There are good number of programs to achieve goal 2, zero hunger. That is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyana Anna Yojana. That is National Food Security under National Food Security Act 2013. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, National Food Security Mission, PM Poshan Abhiyan, Kisan Credit Card, PM Kisan Sampada Yojana, PM Fasal Bima Yojana. I think some of these yojanas are not meant for enhancing the nutrition, but producing the some nutritional crops maybe. So National Mission of Sustainable Development, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, National Mission for Edible Oils, Oil Palm, National Livestock Mission. So that may help in improving the nutrition in terms of uh, more children will get milk and milk related products. So soil health card scheme, scheme for modernization and reforms through technology in public distribution system. These are all the programs. They are tracked to the zero hunger. That is goal number 2. Then, if you come to goal 3, good health and well-being, National Health Mission, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, Ayushman Bharat, Mission Indra Dhanush, next Shaksham, Anganwadi and Poshan Abhiyan, And then Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Maitritva Abhiyan, then PM Matru Vandana Yojana, PM Jan Ashuda Scheme, Asudi Scheme, National Ayush Mission, Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, Anemia Mukt Bharat, Janani Suraksha Yojana. These are all the some of the programs to achieve goal 3, that is good health and well-being. What about quality education? There is Samagra Shiksha, New India literacy programs, midday meal scheme, pre and post metric scholarship scheme for SCs, PM Shri, that is School for Rising India, Ekalavya Model Residential School, Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan, National Means Cum Merit Scholarship, Pade, Pade Bharat, Pade Bharat, Pade Bharat and Bade Bharat, skill strengthening for industrial value enhancement, PM Uchatar Shiksha Abhiyan. So these are all the some of the programs they are tracked for the quality, achieving quality education. Next, goal 5, gender equality, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme, Suraksha Samriddhi Yojana, Girl Child Prosperity Scheme, Mudra Yojana, Janani Suraksha Yojana, Shakti Sadan, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalay, Pragati Scholarship Scheme for Girls, Women Helpline Scheme, One Stop Center. Then Goal 6, clean water and sanitation, Swachh Bharat Mission, Jal Jeevan, Amrit, PM Krishi Sinchaya Yojana, Mission Amrit Sarovar, Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Catch the Rain, Atal Bhujal Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchay Yojana, National River Conservation Program, Namami Gange Integrated Ganga Conservation Mission, National Perspective Plan. These are the some of the programs for achieving clean water and sanitation, goal 6. Then affordable and clean energy under goal 7, Shaubhagya scheme, PM Ujjwala scheme, Unat Jyoti by affordable lead for all, LED, PM Kushum scheme, rooftop solar program, green energy corridors, bioenergy program, national green hydrogen mission, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, National Solar Mission, faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles, FAME scheme, PM Saudia Gar Muft Bijli Yojana, electric mobility promotion schemes. So then goal 8, decent work and economic growth, production linked incentive scheme, PM employment generation program, skill development, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, National Skill Development Mission, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. This is coming under two goals. National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, Skill Development Mission, Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Antyodaya Yojana. It is also repeated here. National Urban Development. Some of the programs are repeated under different goals. Udyami Bharat Scheme. And for Goal 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, Digital India, PM Gati Shakti, National Master Plan for Multimodal Connectivity, Industrial Corridor Development, National Logistic Policy, Northeast Industrial Development Scheme, Udyami Bharat Scheme, Bharat Mala Project, PM Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel, Border Area Development Program, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Make in India, Startup India, Ease of Doing Business Initiatives, PM Gram Sadak Yojana. These are all the goals. These are all the programs for achieving goal 9. Then goal 10, reduced inequality, aspirational districts and blocks program, vibrant village program, Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma scheme, umbrella program for development of minorities, umbrella program for development of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and others, backward classes, scheme for development of other backward classes and denotified nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes, PM Development Initiative for Northeast region, scheme for development of economically backward classes, then Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karva Kram. So these are the some of the programs for reducing the inequalities. Goal 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, Smart Cities Mission, PM E-Bus Seva Scheme, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation of Urban Transformation. This is also repeating. Swachh Bharat Mission, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, National Heritage City Development and Amendment Yojana, Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, MRTS and Metro Projects, National Livelihood Mission, PM Awas Yojana, City Investment to Innovate, Integrate and Sustain, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. These are all the some of the programs under Goal 11. Then Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, Lifestyle for Environment, National Policy on Biofuels, PM Kusum Scheme, Renewable Energy Global Investment Promotion Meet and Expo. This is not a program, it is an event. National Clean India Fund and Climate Action, National Action Plan on Climate Change, National Mission for Sustaining the Himalayan Ecosystem, National Clean Air Program, National Mission for a Green India, National Solar Mission, National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency, National Water Mission, Compensatory Afforestation Fund, Management and Planning Authority, CAMPA, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project. For achieving Goal 14, Life Below Water, Neel Kranti Mission, Blue Revolution, National for Conservation of Aquatic Ecosystem, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, Sagarmala Project, Interlinking of Rivers. I don't know how life below water can help interlinking of rivers. National Coastal Mission, Ocean Services, Technology, Observation Resources, Modeling and Science, Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes. These are all the some of the programs. And Goal 15, Life on Land, National Afforestation Program, that is National Mission for a Green India, Integrated Development of Wildlife Habitats, Project Tiger, Project Elephant, Nagar One Yojan, National Action Program to Combat Desertification, National Agroforestry Policy. Then Goal 16, Peace, Justice and Strong Institution. Pragati 20, Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation, Modernization of Police Forces, Right to Information Act, Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, Integrated Child Protection Scheme, Development of Infrastructure Facilities for Judiciary, including Gram Nyayalayas. And these are the 16 goals. The 17 goals, they have not at all, there are no programs. So therefore, this report, Niti Aayog report does not have that, this one. But however, they are showing that they are achieving this, all these goals. So you can see the percentage achievement, SDG goals, goal-wise performance in India, 2023-24. from 2018, you can see the achievement. No poverty, they have achieved already 72%. I think next year they will achieve, there will be no poverty in India. Then they are showing 52% for SDG 2, no zero hunger. They have achieved only, I don't know how zero hunger is not aligned with no poverty. When there is no poverty, where is the question of zero hunger? Why 52%? Then SDG 3, 77% they have achieved, that is good health and well-being. I really doubt this one. SDG 4, 64%, that is quality education. Even today, there are no recruitment in state universities, colleges. There are lots of vacancies. How to achieve this goal is a miracle. Then gender equality, only 49%. And SDG 6, that is clean water and sanitation, almost they have achieved before 2030, 89%. Affordable clean energy, 96% already achieved. Almost it is achieved. They can declare they have say SDG 7, they have already completed. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, 68%. SDG 9, 60, only 61%. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure. If you look at the R&D investment, India is lagging behind in all standards. SDG 10, they have achieved 65%, reduced inequalities. Then SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, 83%. But here that shows there are no programs. And other reports claim that there is the regression. Responsible consumption and production, 78%. Climate action, 67%. So all these goals almost India has achieved. There is no need to worry. Then state-wise, Uttarakhand almost 79%, Kerala 79, Tamil Nadu 78% achievement, Goa 77, Himachal Pradesh 77, Punjab 76, Sikkim 76, Karnataka 75, Gujarat 74, Andhra Pradesh 74%. Almost all the goals have been achieved except Meghalaya, Nagaland, Jharkhand, and Bihar. They are lagging behind 63, 63, 62, 57. So they are saying only Jharkhand and Bihar, some Meghalaya and other states. But if you look at the multi-dimensional poverty index, I have taken here two reports. So one is uh, the multi-dimensional poverty index by the one second. Yeah, don't know. NFHS report I have taken. Two NFHS report. One is 2019-21 and 2015-16. So you look at the nutrition. So the latest is 2019-21. Actually, nutrition achievement percentage of population deprived marginally decreased from 37 to 31%. Child adolescent mortality even today 2.06%. And if you take mental health, it is 19.17% of the people they don't have. This is deprivation, percentage of people deprived of mental health facilities. Years of schooling, we are missing even 11 student out of 100 are missing schools. School attendance is low, even today 5.2%. Cooking and fuel, somehow we reduced, even 43% are deprived. And sanitation, 30% are deprived. And drinking water, 7.3%. Electricity, 3.2%. Housing, you look at 41.3%. Dharavi, you can recall, Dharavi is the largest slums in the world. And assets, 10.1% deprived of assets. Bank account, 3.69% are deprived of assets. So this is health, education, and standard of living. So headcount ratio, that poverty, if you take, I am amazed to see that Bihar has reduced poverty from 51.89 to 33%. What about other states? They are not reducing poverty, they are reducing marginally. For example, you take Andhra Pradesh, 24% to 13%. And Kerala, it is reducing less. Karnataka, you see 12.77 to 7.58%. What miracle has happened in case of Bihar, Jharkhand, and Meghalaya, we really don't know because they have achieved 18%. Madhya Pradesh achieved 15%. Uttar Pradesh achieved 14%. Change over time headcount ratio. Headcount ratio means the percentage of people below the poverty line. So if you take India HDI ranking, the latest report 23-24, India lags behind in achieving the human development uh, in the human development report also. India, it is 134 country with the human development index of 0.644. Life expectancy even today 67, and expected years of schooling is 12 years, and many years of schooling, mean years of schooling, it is 6.6 years, whereas other countries it is high. Then gross national income per capita in India, which is 6,951, that is purchase by PPP uh, model. So when come to the GNI per capita rank, this is -6. So HDI rank is 135. So this is how India is lagging behind.
Hmm.
And India now, on the one hand, it has to make economic development faster. On the other hand, it has to make economic development inclusive and environmentally sustainable. So India is embroiled in one of the developmental paradoxes to achieve SDGs by 2030. Viksit Bharat, the another goal it wants to achieve by 2047. At the same time, to reduce the emission by 2070. So the economic and environmental policies are in trade-off or loggerheads rather than in convergence. This is the situation in India. So World Bank recently classified India into a lower middle income country, whereas high income countries including USA, Canada, Greenland, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Australia, many countries in Europe. So upper middle income countries are including China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and even this Iran, South Africa, Brazil, Argentina, and Chile, even Mexico. Some African countries are upper middle income countries. So more lower middle income countries are including Pakistan, India, Burma, Bangladesh, even Afghanistan, and many countries in the Africa likewise. So low income countries are in basically Afghanistan and African countries. So this clearly gives an idea that whatever efforts we are making to achieve higher GDP growth rate that are not translated in terms of increasing the per capita income and also reducing the income and wealth inequality and creating more jobs and empowering the youths. Further, this development in India is concentrated only in southern countries, southern states, whereas these Bimaru states are lagging behind. Further, what observation we can make is that the environmental development, environmentally sustainable development is given a least priority in economic policies. As a result, our cities are highly polluted with high suspended particulate matters and other pollutants. And water is polluted, the land is polluted, and even people are becoming sick due to environmental degradation. So India wants to become a developed country by 2047. Right now it has only 2.9 or 3.5 trillion dollar. Its global share of GDP is 3.3%, whereas global share of GDP of USA is 25%. China, it is almost 19% now. And their GDP is almost 25 trillion US dollar. China is almost 20 trillion. India is just 33.5 trillion. It is now surpassed the Germany. It is become fourth. But it comes to the share, percentage share of GDP, it is highly negligible, 3.3%. So what are the policy implications? So the policy implications that the we need to conduct SDG audits very regularly of existing economic policies to identify gaps, conflicts, and alignment opportunities, mainstream SDGs objectives into national development strategies, provide adequate budgets, and integrate sectoral policies with national developmental strategies. Set clear goals, they are measurable, and time-bound targets needs to be fixed. And we need to strengthen institutional framework for cross-sector coordination and policy coherence. There is crosstalk. Someone is talking. Can you mute the audio and leverage public-private partnership and innovate financing to address funding needs? And what are the policy suggestions one can think of? India's aspiration to become developed country status by 2047 should be linked to bridge the gap in SDGs and sustainable development goals, sustainable development. And government should invest on SDGs, particularly on human resources, education, 4, health, 3, and entrepreneurship, 8, that helps in realizing SDGs like no poverty, zero hunger, gender equality, reduced inequality. If we invest on education, if we invest on health, if we invest on entrepreneurship, these three will take care no poverty, zero hunger, gender equality, and reduced inequality. So therefore, we need to prioritize policies where to invest, where to press that will operate other, the triggers will operate. So investment on climate policy action would also help in realizing SDGs such as 7, 13, 14, 15. So fostering public policy environment leading to investment in entrepreneurship development. So basically, India needs to develop a policy for human development because it has a demographic dividend that 50% of the people are very young and they can contribute to economic development if they are being productively utilized by the government in terms of creating jobs for them or creating and make them as entrepreneurs, give them a job or invest on these youths in terms of education, health, and on industry. So then India can think of achieving sustainable developmental goals, and also uh, India can become a developed country by 2047. But there are reports that clearly state that India cannot become a developed country by 2047 because of middle income trap. So in order to overcome the middle income trap, we need to invest. We have to import technology from other countries. We have to create innovation, invest on research and development, and you have to develop
ಮತ್ತೆ
a
ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಈ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ
we need to develop a entrepreneurship uh, school. That is, we have to produce more entrepreneurs. Then only India can take off from the lower middle income country to middle income country.